Okay.
Hey, everybody. All right, I said it. Your turn.
I'm not a greeting type person.
I know. We know.
I was looking at the comments. Lorraine is making coffee ready for the live.
There's all kind of folk. There is Sue Slaughter. I hadn't seen Sue in forever, it feels
I've
like.
seen her popping up on comments, but I think she must have a TV show she's wrapped up in.
I'd find one to get wrapped up in, too, if y'all'd let me.
You wouldn't watch it?
Y'all don't let me.
Every time we try to watch a TV show, you go to sleep. How's that not letting you?
Well,
We watched that Suits series, and I bet you ain't seen 30 minutes of the whole thing.
oh, you were telling a
And we've
lie.
watched about 6 or 7 seasons.
Lightning is going to strike you, and it's going to get me because I'm touching your leg. How is everybody?
Keep talking. I'm catching up here.
Matt, go knock that down just a hair.
I bet Kayla's busy because I saw where Aunt Judy is on the road.
Did you see her self-tanner incident?
No, but I saw a picture she posted of Shrek.
Well, Aunt Judy
I haven't seen it, no.
has not worn shorts all season, apparently. And she took some self-tanner with her and put it on, and it had expired, and now she is green.
Well, I saw that she said it. There's Mr. Tony. All right, I'm caught up, Zoe. Heidi said she saw that she's green.
Yeah.
Well,
But she looks
Kayla,
like
you
she's
should have
having a
checked
good
the
time.
expiration date before she left.
You know you gotta censor her bag.
I saw the post where she had posted the cartoon picture, but I haven't seen anything outside of that. One Scott said, Zoe, your eyes is looking puffy. That's to be the last time you smart off at me.
Well, we're going to address the elephant in the room.
Go ahead.
And it's my eyeball. Because I have 2 styes in my eye. So I've got one puffy eye on top, feels like sandpaper, puffy around it, and I can't wear all my eye makeup that I usually wear. So that don't help any at all. So yeah, I feel like I'm doing this the whole time. I know I'm not, but I feel like it.
Julie again said, we finally got a date for Mike's valve replacement. It's Tuesday, August the 6th.
Oh, good.
So if y'all could get together on Tuesday morning, send prayer and positive thoughts his way, we'd really appreciate it.
I'm going to get Judy.
We can do that, and I will make sure to make a post about it on Tuesday, just so we can get everybody to help out.
Judy said it's because I didn't take my medicine. And you know what? I've taken my medicine for the last 2 days.
She's so lying.
I am not.
She ain't even got any.
I did take my medicine. I took my iron.
I'm busy.
And this popped up 2 days ago, so how about that?
Iron did not cause that sty.
Maybe it did.
It absolutely did
My
not.
body went into shock.
You
and
should
said,
be taking it when you start.
Overload. But,
Tuesday morning.
Yep. That'll be next week.
I'm typing. Go ahead. You got to talk about your wife.
No, I'm done talking about it. There ain't nothing else to say. It's just painful. I keep asking Nick to put a pin in it.
I'm not.
It's under my eyelid, y'all.
Popping a sty. Number one, it's going to send infection through the rest of your eye. And number two, I'm not getting around your eyelid with a pin.
I would, but I got to have my eye to see.
Lorraine said they'll be excited when you've taken it for 2 weeks.
I know. Oh, Judy. Got it.
No, Judy, I do not have a fly on my forehead. I thought she was making fun of my mole, and then I realized she was telling you to hit me.
She told me that the other day, too.
I know, I saw it.
I have been doing compresses.
Catherine, I had her doing that. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Just put a warm washcloth on it, please, because I am not getting around your eye with a pen.
Yeah.
That's going to release the infection into the rest of your eyeball. That's not going to help.
But they're like right beside each other under the eyelid. So, yeah. I've only had them, 2 days? Since Monday.
They'll clear in a couple of days. It'll be fine.
It's more irritating than anything.
It is. It's aggravating. Laura commented, that must be on one of the older videos. She was talking about Jason and Brooke while they were on vacation. So this past vacation, Catherine over at G&G took care of it. She did. But so we have that video where you did the 3 rules for Cog Hill and had Nugget.
I was going to say, if
I think people been seeing it.
If you're new to our page and you go straight to our YouTube page, that's the first video you see. We put that up because it does draw views.
Sure does.
So we've had that there, and so a lot of people see it. And if you notice, you'll see Nuggets in his old pasture. That was before they got Goldie.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of different things. So if you're new to Cog Hill and don't know before Goldie or before the big move over by the barn, then they could go and watch it and see what it was like before they all were around the barn.
It's a little bit older video.
Oh, and that's when Bandit and Rocky were babies.
I've been watching all your older videos. Well, we appreciate that.
Yeah. But it was, somebody commented they got to see Rocky and Bandit when they were still little babies. Do you remember they were teeny tiny?
Yeah, they were little bitty things. Mr. Jim just mowed for 2.5 hours.
I'm kind of envious. I love to mow grass. Like, I'm being absolutely serious. I love to mow grass. I was not being facetious.
She's being serious.
I used to be word.
Yeah, but you don't know what it means.
Facetious.
What's it mean?
Serious.
It's not what it means.
Get some Stye eye cream. She takes 26 medications, and no matter how she tries to remember or use organizers, she has a hard time remembering or forgetting if she took them. I just need to I got a multivitamin and my iron, and I just can't.
Kayla said she just recently had one, too.
Yeah. A drawing salve. That's exactly what I need.
Donna said the same thing me and Catherine told you. Put a hot washcloth on your eye.
I've been doing
The last time I had one, I would put it on there, and then I would run it back on the hot water as soon as it cooled off a little bit, and I'd slap that sucker back on, trying to get rid of it.
Kayla said read her comment about the gold above. It works.
About what?
The gold.
I may not be to it yet.
Oh, you might not. You're behind me.
Well, I'm trying to cover all the comments. I hate skipping people because then I get emails that I didn't respond, and I don't want to be ugly to anybody, but
right.
I'm trying to keep up. Tony,
Matt, bring me that pan.
Tony wanted to know if you know what people say causes a sty.
I wonder if it's the same thing they say that causes pink eye.
Well, he said there. I said it. Never mind. That's pink eye. My bad. He said somebody
farted on my pillow.
Well, that's not the word he used, but he used a much nicer word.
Oh, tooted.
But it was probably
did put tooted. I knew it. You know why? That's Catherine. I can hear Catherine. She tooted. Not Catherine tooted, but she said tooted.
When have you heard Catherine do that?
I have not.
You just said you did.
Catherine has manners.
You just said you had heard her do it.
No, I've heard Catherine say tooted. Let me correct that.
Catherine is blood red right now.
She is.
Her whole face.
Gonna text me in a minute. She's gonna say, "Why are you telling people I tooted?" Mackenzie.
Okay, there's Kayla's comment. She rubbed a solid 24-karat gold ring on hers, and it went away within a day. Well, if we had anything that valuable, we'd rub it on your eye. There's a hello from a homesteading hustle.
Y'all look, I'm going to show y'all what I've been doing.
I shamed her in that live, y'all, when we talked about it. Look, you know what this house smells like? Oh, my.
That is fresh. It is still hot. The butter will probably drip off into my lap. Fresh
Well, don't turn it over.
Okay. That's to eat
Y'all,
our.
I mentioned not having rolls in a while on a live, and I think it shamed her. And she decided to do it on the day of a live just so we could talk about it.
Well, I I see D's on here. D Davison.
Go.
But I say I got to. I stayed home from the farm today. I don't do that very often at all. So I made some rolls. I had some time.
There's the
A
comment about the
homesteading
sty cream.
hustle. That's a
Yeah,
new
I
name.
saw that they come in for a visit, but if you're homesteading, just about everything you do is hustling.
That's right. Where are y'all
You
from?
got you gotta hustle constantly. Linda was asking, can we believe that they've had Dee Dee for over a year?
I remember when that happened.
I saw the post. It was a reminder.
Mm-hmm.
Sue said her mowing is her therapy time too.
I love it.
Sue cut 2 yards yesterday.
I would do that too.
You should probably start a lawn business because you like cutting yards.
I do.
You should probably do that.
I'm gonna let you read because I'll be ahead of you.
Go ahead.
We'll
No.
be like Brandon and Stephanie. And
No,
you'll be reading the ones
but
after.
I'm paying attention to what you're reading.
Okay. Well, I was just gonna tell them. I had made a post about. Oh, I didn't put it on our farm page. I made it on my personal page, and I was looking for figs because we don't have any figs. And one of our real sweet friends, she watches our videos. She said she brought her and her mama went out and picked us 2-gallon-sized bags of figs and brought them to us. And so me and Mackenzie got in the kitchen and made some strawberry fig jam.
You and Mackenzie say you did.
Oh, that was the day I let you stay home from the farm, and you made you made orange fig jam. I made strawberry fig jam.
There was something else involved in that. I don't remember what.
You had been working outside all day.
I had, but...
And you needed a shower because you had been sweating real bad.
Oh, there's no question. And you
didn't want to go back. You didn't want to get back outside.
Okay.
And
I couldn't...
So... Then we made some honey.
I read these comments. You got a real
honey vanilla fig.
I'm really looking forward to that.
It looks
vanilla.
Really good. Matt, bring me that one. They ain't gonna be able to see the honey or the vanilla, but they can see it.
I saw what you read at Dee's when he said something about buying your alpacas, but Catherine said nope, been married for 30 years and hubby never heard it either. But Tony says she was blushing and he screamed.
Oh, that looks really good too. Look, that is honey, vanilla, fig. I'm gonna say preserves because I left it chunky. It would
have to probably be preserved.
I did leave it chunky.
There's Cynthia from the Netherlands,
and then this one's strawberry,
and then
strawberry and fig jam.
I was looking for that comment because somebody said you didn't need makeup, but I did. And I was like,
I think it was Judy.
Somebody said, Zoe, you don't need makeup, but Nick does.
No. Go on down. It was down.
I don't know. I just missed it. I saw it fly by and kept moving. I was trying to catch up. I was trying to catch up.
Yes, sir. Yeah, you want to finish this one? Okay, you can have it.
Y'all, I was trying to tell on Zoe and she was getting long-winded, wouldn't let me tell it.
Sorry.
We were a little bit late because we were both sitting here eating a roll.
We were. And we actually were eating the ones that have everything
bagel.
So I got seeds.
Zoe was looking in the camera to see if you had teeth
that would have been
before I went live.
You would have hit that button. I'd be like,
I was going to.
That would have been what happened. You hit that
I
button.
was trying my best to hit that button while you was looking in that camera, and I couldn't get it to roll around. But Zoe brought us one of the out of the pan that had the everything bagel seasoning on it, And y'all know I've made fun of her for getting snacks like right before the live.
Always.
She always eats something right before the live. Now you don't. Sometimes Angie used to eat like during her live.
Oh, she'd eat soup.
At Big Family Small Farm, Angie would just eat during the live. It would tickle the feet. But Zoe always eats right before the live, and then she's wait, and she's got to get something to drink and all this and check her teeth. She's always telling me to wait. But tonight she brought us both a roll.
Well, I just got them out. Like we're both.
Oh, it was hot.
But you can't have a piece of roll or a roll that ain't fresh out of the oven. We would have to wait an hour to get it, and it'd be cooled off by then.
Susan says she has an answer for you, Zoe.
Okay, what's that?
When you get a sty, you need to eat a whole box of sun-made raisins, one of the medium-sized boxes. Your body needs iron.
So maybe it'll start healing now that I've started taking it.
Catherine says she has honey silver ointment if you need some.
I might if this don't get no better.
Kathleen says she can't make rolls or candy.
What kind of candy can you not make?
But, well, I don't guess any. And Shannon wants to know if you've ever made strawberry pie.
I have not.
Zoe doesn't make pie. Zoe makes cakes.
I do. But I love pie. I would pick a pie over a cake any day.
But you don't make them.
But I don't.
You get me to make them.
You did make good. You know, you still ain't made me a cheesecake. It's only been 8 years. So can I use that colloidal silver in my eyeball, Jacqueline?
It says honey silver
on
hers.
Well, Jacqueline, Cowbell Farm, she'd put colloidal silver.
I didn't even see hers.
That's because it's brand new and you're still way up.
Oh. Sorry, Jacqueline. I haven't got you yet.
I'm going to make some jalapeno cheddar bread for the Petals event. I've already got a list of things I'm going to bake and make. I'm going to do some cake in a jars. I want to try it. I
still don't know what this cake in a jar thing is.
It's a fad right now. It's like you take...
You showed me a picture of it, and it didn't make sense to me.
Well, it's portable cake. Instead of walking around with a 9 by 13 pan of cake, you have a jar with your cake. So you can order or you can buy a single serving cake. Isn't
it just a cupcake in glass?
No, it's multiple layers.
Oh.
You get your...
I know. She showed me a picture.
You get cake, you get icing, you get a crunch factor.
I don't understand it.
And you get all the layers so it looks rusty.
How do you bake it? In a jar?
No, you bake the cake and then you cut out the rounds and put them in there. Some people crumble it up and push it in like a cake pop. But you cut out the rounds and you push it down in there and then you put your icing and some crunch and then do it again. Yeah.
I got you.
People do that. I want to be one of them. See?
Somebody said something about jalapeno bread apparently because
Susan
said, Sue, the jalapeno brown bread sounds great.
Yes, and I want to make some.
Did Sue make some?
Sue Ratliff, I believe, was saying that she was going to.
I baked some cheddar jalapeno bread today.
I'm going to do
Sue, I'm going to need you to bring that to Clanton, Alabama, please. She also said she was going to start a lawn business and was going to put a hitch on her car to pull her mower wagon.
Sounds like me and you as friends. We like baking and cutting grass.
Lorraine can't even buy figs there.
Wow.
Says she's never tasted one.
You know what you could do is buy you some freeze-dried ones and have them shipped to you, and then you just rehydrate them.
You could do that.
I mean, it probably costs a lot.
Yeah, but everything to ship back and forth from Australia is crazy.
It is. It's a lot.
Hello, Frida in Kentucky. Catherine asked where did you find some figs, but you probably already answered that. You told the story. I just don't know if Catherine didn't hear it. And Judy said, what does a fig taste like?
I don't really know what to compare it to.
It's got
the consistency of a grape.
And it sometimes has a grapey flavor, kind of, but it's sweeter.
Not a crisp grape.
Mm-mm.
A soft grape.
Yeah. It's kind of mushy.
Yes, it is when they're ready.
Mm-hmm.
And different figs have a different level of sweetness.
Mm-hmm. Yes, golly. And I still have not got any to come up because the cold killed them back last year. and they're just now recovering. But I planted those green ischias because they say they are candy sweet right as soon as you pick them. And I still hadn't got any, but I did get to try one.
Yes.
And it was so good, and it actually it reminded me a little bit of strawberry.
It does.
But if you have like an overripe strawberry, it's kind of that same texture too.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got a grapey flavor. I like them.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, Loretta said I seriously need to bake some bread again.
I love breaking bread. I took that time.
It makes the house smell good.
It does. It makes me feel good to know that I made that from nothing. You know, I pulled everything together and measured it out, put it in there, and pushed it down and kneaded it and did all the stuff. You know, just it makes you feel good.
Vicky says she could smell those rolls in Arizona, and now you've got Tony starving.
Well, Catherine's gonna have to make you some too.
Try some cinnamon vanilla fig
saw
jam.
That. Might have to do that close to Christmas, so it'll be that warm spice. I gotta get okay. So Catherine asked who I got them from. I got them from Robin Wilson. She watches us. She's such a sweet lady. Her and her mama, but Nick's known her for years and years and years. And
long
they
time.
got out
Worked
there
with her son.
I'm gonna have to get it. I told her and her mama got out there picking the figs. I told her they didn't have to do it. Just let me know, and we'd come over there and pick them ourselves, so they ain't got to stand out in the heat.
Sue says she's going to bring Tony and Catherine some in September, but you do know that we're going to be there in September too, right, Sue? You understand that we'll be there too, right?
She thinks she ain't bringing you none. You looking over yonder.
I'm reading her comment. Yours is 10 minutes ahead. I'm over here like Brandon and Kevin. I'm behind.
Keep going.
All I see is Jacqueline said, Tony said she share with her. That's all I know. Jody said it is raining cats and dogs in Minnesota.
Ooh, we finally have.
Janet misses Angie doing the live too. I miss Angie and Wes being live.
Angie's such a calm. Her nature is just. So
I think
calm.
they're just strictly focused on garden and greenhouses and stuff.
Well, Angie will text me about once every couple of weeks with just something like, you're amazing.
She's
and
so
I'm like,
sweet.
you know what? That is just the best thing in the world.
She's like one of the nicest
and
people
she'll
ever.
Send me a picture of the cat or something. I just love her.
Well, you got was it a baptism picture?
I did. Mm-hmm.
Mr. Jim did not win the freeze drive.
Me either. I tried.
But Kelly Crawford from Tennessee won. I heard the name, but I didn't know where she was from.
Yeah.
Catherine was asking Jacqueline, did she have a drawing salve?
I bet Catherine and Jacqueline, if they didn't talk at the last pedals.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fairly certain.
Hey, Tammy,
they're from the same area. I'm sure they do. They probably already knew each other.
They might. Mackenzie, is it okay? Is it jiggly? Okay.
Laura said Jason had asked to tell us thank you for offering to help him out drilling his scratching post for Moody and Mildred.
Ooh,
boy, did that turn out to be something else.
Oh, we got to talk about
Good
it.
grief.
There's something on me.
Ooh, that was a job.
Why don't you talk about it? Because I didn't do any
Loretta
of
said, yes, you can have colloidal silver in your eye.
I saw where Jacqueline as well said you just put it straight in.
Joni's catching us from Texas. Tony said, I also like portable cake.
I'm going to bring him a 9x13, let him have at it.
He makes cake in his cast iron. He don't need you. Sue said it's been around for years, cake in a jar. Sue, I'm just behind the times, I guess, because I had never.
He's only ate cake on a plate.
Zoe mentioned it, and I was like, what the heck is that?
I guess it's just a going thing right now. I mean, it's always been around, but it's kind of a fad that's returning.
Kimberly said she tried to make cookies once. It's been a year, and I still have the taste of those nasty cookies in my mouth.
Oh, there's been plenty of nasty things I've made.
Zoe, do you make zucchini relish?
I have not.
We have squash relish in our cabinet.
Oh, we do have squash relish.
It's the same thing. Zucchini is a squash.
Oh, okay.
Zucchini is a type of squash.
Okay. Yes.
They all fall
apparently.
in the same family, and you have squash relish right there in your cabinet.
Apparently, I do. Oh,
You
that's
took
a
Jason and
good
Buck's wrong.
reason to use up the rest of them darn squash.
I would just rather you slice them and fry them if you don't mind.
I was going to.
I know.
But there's like 8,000 squash in there right now.
You fried like 2 hours.
And how about we only had a half a plate when it was time to eat dinner?
That's because we kept picking at it. Zoe fried some squash. And we kept eating it as she took it out. We would walk by and get it. Rhett was bad. He kept getting handfuls. So she fried for like 2 hours, and we had half a plate of squash, but everybody was full by then, so it didn't matter.
But that's our favorite thing to do with squash. I made a squash casserole tonight, which is what I was talking to Mackenzie about. It just went off to make sure it was done. But I made a squash casserole tonight because I had frozen squash, and I can put it in a boiler and soften it up first.
Mm-hmm. Jacqueline said Tony isn't any cake portable.
That's right. He can just sit there with his 9x13 in his camp chair on his video and eat his cake. Then you just put a piece of foil back over it and put it to the side and eat your steak and go back to that cake.
I hope she's not gone yet. Nikki stopped in to say hello. It's 2 a.m. in the UK.
Oh, goodness. Hey, Nikki. See, we're behind.
I'm not watching nothing at 2 a.m.
Only thing I watch at 2 a.m. is Andy Griffith.
When are you up at 2 a.m.?
Oh. Actually, I did the other night.
Well, yeah, you was up pretty late the other night. What kind? Robin said, "What kind was that, Nick?" I don't know.
That's how far behind you are.
I'm way behind. You stay right here.
You're like 6 minutes behind.
Please keep up. I'm not as far behind as some yet.
Anybody else think Tony's hungry?
Tony said, yes, cowbell it is, but people make fun of you carrying a whole cake around. Rhonda's saying hello. Been a while since I've caught you live.
Well, hello.
And says, you two are so funny. Green Isha is the name of it. ISCHIA. Green Isha. Rhonda said, you two are so funny. I saw where you made your post and you said for the new followers, come join us for a laugh. And I'm like, what if we don't say anything funny?
Well, I put
you
that.
Promised everybody.
And then I was like, crap.
And you may not say anything funny.
I was like, what if we're
just stepped out there, didn't you?
Boring tonight.
You stepped right on out there.
And then I've already slapped you in the head.
I know.
How about that? The Lord works in mysterious ways.
C.S. Nanny said, I could sit for hours and listen to Nick talk. Well, I can't. I got out of the shower tonight and Zoe had our video playing and I was like, why? Cut that off.
I get tired about 3 or 4 hours in.
Of what?
Listening to you talk. About 3.75 in, I'm kind of getting worn down. My brain starts to wander a little.
Tammy was letting us know she's there, but driving. Almost home.
I don't see it. Somebody was leaving. I can't see. Terry said she's glad she caught us guys live tonight. She's been missing us a lot, but catching up and watching our videos.
Well, good night, Terry.
She didn't say she was going anywhere. Oh. I thought she did. Don't tell her bye. She might leave.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were saying bye. I can't see that over there. That's why I read it off of this screen.
Jody says she's cooking prawns and garlic sauce.
Ooh,
all right, we'll be there in about
you ain't gonna be there no time soon. You ain't gonna be there that quick. Lorraine bought a rainbow cake this time last week. Tasted like it was made with raspberry jelly.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Catherine says she didn't enter the contest because if she had won, nobody would believe it wasn't fixed.
Well,
we did anyway.
We talked about that, and I said, by gosh, I really need one.
Well, Zoe Zoe went ahead and entered it, and I was like, "Well, Zoe, what's going to happen if we actually win it?
I
Then
said
it's
I'm gonna be
bad."
excited because I need one.
But I would have felt bad.
Well,
Are
I
you on
wouldn't
the
have.
Wi-Fi? I see the little button up.
No, you
Your
are.
phone's not on Wi-Fi,
No, you are.
so that comes on the
That's
computer.
I don't know. Mine's not showing it over here. It's just showing you up. That's because you're running this one. We just figured that out all this time.
Heck yeah!
Okay. All right.
There's Shirley thanking us for helping out. Cassie. Donna said, in fact, I think Cassie freeze dried figs.
I know Brooke did. Brooke's done that several times.
Brooke probably did because they have a lot of figs and she freeze dries
Cassie
all
might
sorts
have.
of stuff.
I've been, trying to figure out ways to use them. I love figs, but they're never, they're only in season for a little
I wish
while.
Catherine would feed Tony. He said, I too love zucchini fries.
I think I saw where she got the night off, so I guess that just means they're not eating. Like, it wasn't like, let's go get something. They're just not eating tonight.
Tony's about to starve. Melba said, my husband eats them so fast, the only way to slow him down is to make him fry them. That don't slow me down.
No, they don't help.
That makes me worse.
I'll say, Nick, what are you doing? Nothing. Nothing.
Fried squash and fried okra is my weakness. It's terrible.
It really
I can't stop.
Now our okra hadn't done well.
No.
But I thought about going and getting some because I would like to have some fried okra. We got that farm stand right down the.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Tony ate cereal and milk. What kind of cereal does Tony eat? I take him for something with marshmallows.
Probably. Jacqueline asked for a subject change.
Okay.
Didn't you guys have a brooder pen in your coop? I mentioned in a video today that I needed you guys' plans. I had some babies die. I think another hen got in the nest on them.
So when we had them out here, we did. We had it was our duck coop. And we closed off the sides and closed the doors up, and we had a brooder in there. And we had it inside the big containment coop.
It was inside the run.
Inside that run, which is something that we had gotten through Beaver, and we had done a review for.
Oh, you're talking about later. I'm talking about the run I built.
Oh, yes, we
did.
But
you're talking about in the one we put together. Yeah, we did in there too.
And we put them in there. And then as they got a little bigger and it was time for them to go on grass, we would open up the doors so they were still contained inside like a 10 by 10. And then they could get up in there. But yes, all of our, now that we have the barn and we have our brooders in it, then we move them out to grass. But our brooders have always had some kind of containment area around them where we could keep birds separated.
From Nashville, Georgia. Rolls look great. Need honey on one.
Yes,
her
that's
figs
coming.
Fell off the bush before ripe. I say her name. I don't want to. Is it Launa? Maybe. I hope I'm saying that right. Laura said, what's your weather like? They're getting prepared for a tropical storm or worse in southwest Florida.
Hot and humid.
Hot and humid, and today was one of the first days in a week and a half that we didn't have a thunderstorm in the evening.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
There's Londa. Londa finally made it. Yep, Grammy said heat index today was 105. I believe every bit of it because everything I do, I've been soaking wet for the last 3 days. So this week, I am on vacation, if you can't tell.
How would they be able to tell?
By the video I put out.
You're wearing a blue shirt.
No, because I put out a video and they could see I was working every day. But there's no vacation. I just took time off to catch up on the farm, and I have not done anything to catch up on the farm. Mm-mm. So tomorrow is when that happens. Tomorrow and Friday.
That'd be good.
But Lorraine said, think we need a live with Nick, Zoe, Catherine, and Tony. Can you imagine that one?
It's going to happen soon because I keep telling Catherine we need to do it.
We have to do it early, though, because Tony likes to go to bed.
We got him. We still got him up 36 minutes.
Tony said, I too like prawns and garlic sauce.
I saw that.
He needs something besides cereal.
Please feed him.
Catherine. All right, I'm trying to catch up now because I saw Jason said there were 21,000 entries for that freeze dryer.
Man.
Well, Zoe put in 19,000.
I did
She was
not.
making up emails.
I did not. I put in one.
Linda said, hi, Nick and Zoe. Just caught you for the first time. Thank you for helping Jason with the bolts and the scratching post. That, I still hadn't talked about it, but boy, that job was something else.
Well, why don't you talk about it?
I've been making raised beds for the spring garden, Jody said. Because I'm trying to catch up on comments, and they already saw the video. They don't need me to talk about it. Kevin said he likes Dollar General brand cornflakes.
Cornflakes?
They don't have marshmallows.
You know what my favorite is?
What?
What do you think my favorite is?
Zoe's favorite cereal? Probably Lucky Charms. Because it has the most marshmallows.
No.
Cookie Crisp. It's not going to be anything adult.
No, it's definitely not.
What?
I like Captain Crunch with marshmallows.
Of course. And you add
like,
extra marshmallows.
I like.
And chocolate syrup.
No, I'm not Ale.
I didn't say pancake syrup. I said chocolate syrup.
And
like, somebody on here is going to tell me I'm saying syrup wrong, but I don't care.
And I love Frosted Flakes with marshmallows.
Frosted Flakes don't come with marshmallows.
They do if you pick marshmallows out of the Lucky Charms and put them in the
See, that's exactly the kind of stuff I figured. I don't know that I've ever seen you eat cereal. You'll buy cereal for the kids, but I don't know that I've ever seen you eat cereal.
I love cereal. I do.
Lorraine said, did you find the P-Chicks that Jack broke out? No, unfortunately, we have not. We have, and we're probably going to make a video about it. We have had a season of loss at our farm, and it is depressing as all get out.
Yeah, we haven't even addressed that just because it's sad.
Not to the full extent, but I tell you what.
But we are going to.
When you actually attempt to do everything you're supposed to do, and things still happen, it is frustrating as heck.
I was telling Catherine, I said it's easy to get down on yourself. You know, it's easy to get discouraged. I was telling her that just a couple days ago, how you can just, when thing after thing, no matter how hard you're trying, just keeps falling apart.
Jacqueline said vacation vibes were plain as day.
That's right.
I'm sure. But Catherine is ready.
I
got the name right.
Oh, good.
She said, very good with my name. I did not want to say somebody's name wrong.
Uh-huh.
Some are, hey, I'm used to it, whatever. And some will get like upset.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say it wrong. But she's ready.
Lynn asked if I've been taking my iron. For 2 days, I have taken my iron. I have. You don't know. You've been asleep.
Jacob said, did you see the Walker's video about ransom? We did. And you probably got a text about it or something.
Sure. Did I talk to Cassie? Maybe I commented on the video. I talked to Cassie about something.
Catherine is just exhausted and already in bed. He gave her the night off because she's so tired. Well, he's starving.
Bless you.
Catherine, he is starving.
Well, just know he is going to bed with a growling belly. She's saying it's okay. He can eat in the morning.
Jody says she likes cornflakes with banana.
Oh, that sounds good.
Dawn came over from Cog Hill. Well, we welcome you over here, and I hope we don't run you off. Linda said, I'm picturing a lunch live with Nick, Zoe, Catherine, and Tony sitting around a table sharing farm stories.
You know what?
We can't tell you any of our stories.
We should go eat at the Flying Peach and go live from.
I am still waiting on y'all to make the real drag racing to.
We have already decided.
Flying Peach.
We're going to do it this weekend. I forgot to tell you we're going this weekend.
That's going to be so funny. I can't wait to do that. Ed's favorite Fruit Loops. I love Fruit Loops. And I have not had them in forever.
I don't. I
ain't had them in forever. You know I eat boring cereals.
Imagine.
I know you're shocked. Chex, stuff like that. But Zoe, honest to goodness, even as a kid, I liked Kicks.
Oh, I used to love Kicks.
Well, they don't have any flavor. They're little round balls of corn.
Yeah. Oh, but I like Pops.
Pops are sugar. My favorite was Kicks.
Mm-hmm. I like
and
Kicks.
Then I also like Chex and stuff like that. And my brother was always Cookie Crisp. And I didn't want to eat little chocolate chip cookies in milk.
I didn't like them. I didn't care for them.
Anyway, Tina's telling y'all to hit the thumbs up, y'all.
Yeah.
Somebody's slacking. But then again, you don't have to hit it if you don't like it. So maybe they just don't like your life. Maybe they're like you and they got sick of hearing me talk. Lorraine hasn't seen the latest video yet.
She's been watching the Olympics. I have not watched any of it. My mom has been following it, but I have not been watching it.
Jacqueline said peanut butter Captain Crunch. That sounds like a Zoe thing.
I've tried that before.
You and Jacqueline can eat peanut butter Captain Crunch in September.
You know what? I bet that would be good as like a Rice Krispies bar.
Mr. Jim likes cornflakes, but he'll shake a few Rice Krispies on them because he's living on the edge.
Ooh, yeah.
Catherine hates cereal. She only eats Frosted Flakes, and then she adds 3 tablespoons of sugar to Frosted Flakes. It's already nothing but sugar.
Well, she loves cosmic brownies.
She got red.
I do love cosmic brownies. Now I like Rice Krispies with some sugar sprinkled on it.
Laura wants to know how the animals are doing today. All the animals were just fine, and I'm going to tell y'all something that Zoe has not even heard yet.
Oh goodness.
What? You got to make it quick. Okay?
Oh goodness.
Here he comes. Here comes Farmer Rat.
Oh gosh.
Easy. I'm holding the table.
There it is. Okay.
Go wet.
Up there, remember? Right there.
Ooh. Okay, there you go.
Hey, everybody.
Well, what you need to tell them?
That's all.
Oh, that is all. Tell them you.
Is that all?
What happens next week? Look up there. What happens next week?
I go to kindergarten.
You go to kindergarten.
We gotta go get some back to school stuff this weekend.
Matt and you had to get my school supplies.
I do gotta get your school supplies.
Daddy picked you out some cool clothes the other day, didn't I?
We gotta go get you a pair of shoes and backpack.
Yeah, I still gotta do all that.
We gotta go get him a fresh haircut because his mullet's growing out.
I don't have a mullet anymore.
No, but we'll cut it right here.
We're gonna cut it right here so it'll be growing out some more.
And then y'all have to cut it, then let it.
You do have to keep cutting.
It's gonna take a little while.
Look up there, everybody's talking to you.
Hey, everybody.
They've already said hey.
Oh goodness. All right, go in there. Let us keep going.
Oh.
How much longer is it?
About 20 minutes. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
I'm 20 minutes behind on comment. I wanted to make sure that you heard Tony's comment. He told Jacqueline, you know, Jesus just heard you say you don't eat cereal anymore. We're all sad about that. I don't remember what we were about to talk about.
You were about to tell me something about the farm.
Oh, yeah. See, Farmer Rhett come in here and I lost my train of thought, but that's okay. So today, Laura had asked how the animals were doing. Everybody was fine. All the goats were doing good. Their pasture is growing, so I'm gonna have to cut theirs too because they're not keeping it eat down.
Yeah.
I think we're feeding them too much. But we have moved the alpacas.
Mr. Ed said it's okay to have more than one girlfriend in kindergarten, right?
Oh, believe me, he knows. He learned that in preschool. But the alpacas were in the pen they used to be in. It's grown back up, so they were in there grazing because I'm going to take the tractor in and cut theirs to get it lowered a little bit. That was planned for a video for this week, and I had a side job come up, so I didn't video it yet. But where Zoe moved the pool in, she put it on pallets trying to keep the geese out of the alpaca pool, which didn't work. No, when we refilled it today, they got in it. There was not signs of the geese in it until I refilled it today.
Oh, but you saw them in it.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, Obi was not in it because he don't want to walk on those pallets. So the pallet thing didn't work. Okay. I didn't know that till today.
Okay.
I didn't know you had them on pallets.
Okay.
But I did see them, and I was like, why is it on pallets? And they said, Mama's trying to keep the geese out of it. And I said, well, number one, that's not going to work. Geese going to get in there no matter what. They had not yet.
Oh, well, maybe the pallets worked to keep the geese out, but it prevented them from getting in it.
Well, not after I refilled it. When we dumped it out, cleaned it out, refilled it, the geese come over there while we were filling the goose pool.
Yeah.
They would not wait for us to fill the goose pool. They were in the alpaca pool. So we got the big blue tub, filled it full of water. But anyway, Obi kept splashing his foot in it. He wouldn't step in there. And Chance said, he can't step on the pallet. And I said, no, he's not going to step on those pallets. But he kept splashing with his foot. And he did it with both feet. He was splashing. And while Chance was filling up the tub that their water's in, Tinsel walked up to him.
That's what he told me.
Mm-hmm.
So he walked up and sniffed at him. And
Chance reached his hand out and he sniffed his hand and just kind of walked off. He didn't run, but Tinsel walked. I saw Tinsel coming up behind him. Chance had his back turned to him, filling up that tub of water, and Tinsel just come walking. I was like, is he finna spit on Chance? And I thought about videoing it in case he did. I know that's mean, but he didn't. He walked up and Chance turned around and looked at him, and Tinsel didn't go anywhere.
Oh, good.
And Chance held his hand out, and he kind of sniffed it, and he put his hand down in there, and Tinsel kind of sipped the water off his hand, and then he drank out of the tub. But they already had that big trough they were drinking out of. It didn't matter.
Mama said they'll feel safer with the grass shorter. Tall grass equals potential predator.
Yeah, I kind of got that feeling. Somebody left a comment the other day that on the video where the alpacas left, and they said something about maybe they didn't like the tall grass, and I said, you're giving away my next video.
Oh. Hey, Loma.
Because we had already talked about that. Came up when you were talking about in the video before that we were going to have to cut the goat pasture.
Yeah.
With the stupid goats in there, you were still going to have to cut it. They wasn't eating it.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, we need to cut the alpaca pasture too because I don't think they like the tall grass.
Yeah. I don't think they do. Like, they have their little area they stay in, but other than that, I need to see.
Judy said it doesn't surprise her that I like Fruit Loops.
Mm-hmm.
Gina agrees with y'all. Peanut butter.
He's like Fruit Loops for 8 years.
I married a Fruit Loop.
I was trying to be nice about it. Lorraine said the grass is sweeter when it's small.
Oh, there's no doubt. There's no question about that. There's shorter grass in there, but I think they don't like that bigger stuff on the outer edges. We had some cut through there already. So they had grazing. It wasn't they were hungry.
Yeah.
They just don't like the tall grass being in there. Catherine said Sugar Smacks. Do they still make those? Was that the one with the frog?
Yes. They kind of look like a deer hoof. Keep going.
Loretta said her favorite was Smacks. Richard said, I would imagine that Zoe would be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Probably.
I don't know if I've ever had Cocoa Puffs.
You got the cuckoo part already.
I know I married you.
All right, now I can. There's lots of red
Yeah.
stuff, so I can try to kind of get caught up. Maybe Judy's favorites count chocolate. Lots of Farmerette hellos. Lorraine said Catherine would like her fizzy rock candy if she likes
it was
extra sweet
good.
stuff.
It was.
She sent you some, didn't she?
Yeah, that was good stuff. We ate on it over a few days.
I'm getting caught up a little bit. Hi, Katie. I'm behind. Sorry.
I did, Loma. I took my iron this morning.
Lying.
I actually fried me a piece of cheese and ate it before I took it.
Is that what you took with it?
Yeah.
Pam said I love alphabets, but it's not in her area.
Oh yeah, I remember those. Yeah, America has a lot of sugar cereal. Australia has some.
Tony was so hungry and begged for food until his phone died.
Bless it.
See, I'm only 2 minutes behind now. Poor old Tony, he can't even finish the live. He's trying to get something to eat and his phone died on him. That's
Tony made
terrible.
it home. She was listening to us while she was driving.
Ed just got 2 inches of rain in 30 minutes. Well, it skipped us today. Usually we're getting it right before Ed does. But
yeah.
It skipped us today. Look at me catching up. Janet said, I can't remember the last time I had cereal.
He said, I like fried cheese.
Who?
Catherine said, he just said, I like fried cheese.
Now he's talking through her because his phone died. I guarantee you he said, I too like fried cheese.
I think that's what it is. I think that's what it said.
Did you miss the comment?
I said it wrong. Ain't nothing like some sharp cheddar that's been. Jody put you some cheese. She said she's never had fried cheese. I like shredded cheese that you put it in a skillet and turn it on about almost all the way high. Let it melt and get crispy, and then you slowly pull it up and flip it and let the bottom do it, and then let it cool a little bit, and it's so good.
Joni was asking, did we see the new treat candy from Cog Hill? I did.
Yes.
I kept posting the link to it during their live so people would see where to order it.
He just said, I too like fried cheese.
I knew that's what he said.
Jacqueline said, nailed it, Nick.
Ed said in college one of his roommates would eat cereal with water. He was lactose intolerant. I can't do it.
It's like drinking 0% milk. Well, that's not a thing.
Londa said, I too like fried cheese with ranch.
Oh, yeah.
Christine got about 2 inches in 10 minutes. Look at me all caught up.
You did.
Finally. And I still skipped some, and I'm sorry, but I did.
Well,
Kimberly said, if I ever decide to date again, my first question will be, do you like to weed eat lawns? I love to mow on riding mower, but can't handle weed eating.
I'm okay weed eating. I always end up busting my shin on something that I've hit. It always happens.
It's probably whatever you keep busting the blades on. Maybe that's what you're busting your shin on. Sorry.
Let me scoot on over here.
2 inches of rain and 65-mile-per-hour winds in northwest Georgia yesterday.
Jackson said, thank you for helping Jason, Brooke, Moody, and Mildred.
I hope it works out. We'll have to wait for the video for it to be reinstalled and see how everything worked out with it. I hope it did.
Tony said if he ever has to date again, his first question is, can you cook? It should be, will you cook?
Sadly, Tony can cook just fine.
Yeah.
And he's got all that cast iron to do it in, but he was probably doing a Catherine project and didn't have time.
Uh-huh. Is that it?
Yeah. She probably had him something to do, and he was trying to get a project
So he
going.
couldn't feed
So
her.
he had to go to bed eating just cereal.
Hungry.
Yeah.
Poor man. Gonna wither
Jody
away.
said she can get American cereal, but not at $15.
Oh,
For all I
man,
know, it
no.
may be $15 here.
That's, well, I'll just be honest. I used to buy during the summertime. I would buy the big bags of cereal.
Oh yeah, the store brand
They were
cheap
like
stuff. Yeah,
$5 for a giant bag. You know how much they are? $8.50.
It's terrible.
I'm like, they'll eat that in 3 days.
Janet said, when I was younger, we used to make an open face sandwich with bread, American cheese, and bacon on top on the broiler. I would eat that right now.
Yep.
Janet said in the winter they put warm milk on their frosted mini wheats.
Oh, that sounds good. Cast iron and outdoor kitchen still didn't eat. I'm telling you.
Uh-oh. Catherine said he was recliner riding tonight.
That'd be like you just be like, I ain't cooking, I'll eat some chips or something, you know? I ain't getting in there doing nothing else.
Now, you know that I would go cook.
If you wanted something bad enough.
Mm-hmm.
If you had your heart set on something. But if not, if you're just like, I need to eat, but I don't know what I need to eat, you'd be like, chips and milk.
Yeah. Y'all, what Zoe just said is she's telling the truth. I eat chips, plain Lay's or Ruffles or whatever. It's unflavored chips in milk like cereal. I put it in a cup and crush it and pour milk over it. And I love it, too. I don't know why. I just do. Kevin said, Tony said he knows you won't believe this, but he too likes open face sandwiches.
Oh my gosh. Sue said, is there anything Tony won't eat?
Just out of curiosity, Catherine, she would like to know.
Tony won't eat seafood because Catherine's allergic and can't cook it for him. So he will not be eating the seafood. I don't know if he can or not, but he won't get prawns in garlic sauce because she's.
Well, he said he likes them. She didn't say she had to cook them.
Well, he's just not going to eat them.
He could whip up some garlic butter in one of those cast iron skillets and throw him some prawns in it. Kimberly, I love cornbread and milk. Me too. My grandparents lived next door when I was growing up, and my grandpa would call me over to have cornbread and milk with him. Every time Zoe makes cornbread, I have one slice of it in milk.
Mm-hmm.
Same way you do the corn. Well, I don't know, maybe the way I do cornbread and milk, because I chop it up too. But I usually do it in a bowl, but chips I always do in a cup.
He
I don't know
eats
why.
Seafood when he works in Mobile.
So he does get to have seafood once in a while. Catherine just ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
Well, he can cook prawns in some garlic butter. It'd be good in that cast iron too.
So let me just tell these folks.
Uh-oh.
With the help of, Jason and Brooke and you helping him out and all that, where's our YouTube studio? Oh. We are, how many is that?
522.
We are 522 away from 20,000. So when we hit 20,000, we'll do a giveaway of some sort. I'm sure it'll have baked goods in it. Maybe we'll figure something out. But we're gonna do another giveaway at 20,000.
Tony said if you keep talking about food, he's gonna dream about it. And Ed said, can you get any good buttermilk nowadays? I think the buttermilk's pretty good that you've been finding. There was a time there was a couple of weeks that you could not find buttermilk in Clanton. I don't know why that is.
Yeah. Yeah, so Catherine and I were talking about this too.
No, Lori, not getting another alpaca at 20,000.
Yes,
Already shot
yes,
that.
yes.
No, Jody remembers when you were below 10 at Pedals last
I
year.
was gonna say we're right here. Almost a year ago, we hit 10,000 at the Pedals event in September. Here we are. Tomorrow's the beginning of August, so we are a month shy of a year, and we doubled our numbers.
You got 10,000 live
Right.
with Cassie and Brandon Eddy.
Sure.
Y'all were all on. Well, those two were both live with you on it, and y'all were all together trying to get to 10.
Well, we were talking about Catherine. Catherine's almost at 10,000.
That's awesome.
She had 22 at Pedals last year.
22. I
And I remember
we
her
stayed
saying,
at 61 for weeks. It drove me nuts. We had 61 forever.
I remember Catherine saying, people don't know who I am. Why am I here? And I said, you'll see growth. And I think we even talked about like 1 year. Wait and see where you are in a year. She's pushing 10,000 now.
And Tony hitting 1,000 this week.
Tony hit 1,800.
I know, because Tuesday I got a text from Tony that he had hit 1,000. And I'm like, cool, congratulations, that's awesome, kind of thing. Well, I texted him that afternoon and I said, you might want to keep an eye on it because Jason just mentioned your channel. I said, you might want to watch that number there.
Well, he has.
And he shot right on up.
He did. But, I was seeing where Jacqueline and Launders, they got a long way to go. Y'all, we've been doing this, 3 years?
We'll be starting year 3 this year.
In October.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean.
Because you posted the other day that it was 3 years since you had gotten that goose, and we weren't on YouTube.
Yeah, that's right. So.
Londa said they broke 100 this week.
That's an accomplishment because.
Londa, I'm telling you the truth. We were at 61.
Yes, really.
For weeks, and it was dry. I said, we don't even have all of our family on our YouTube. They won't even subscribe to us.
Yep.
Loma was asking what Tony's is. It's campfire and countryside.
Yeah. My honey is starting to hurt.
Well, what about Connie said chips with cream cheese and chives. Don't we have some of that chive cream cheese in there?
I cooked
I bet that's good. Judy says she started watching us because of Jason and Brooke.
That's right.
Well, I haven't talked about the video yet, and then y'all, it just came out today. But I got all these thank yous from Jason's last video. He got y'all go over and tell them thank you. I got all those comments, thank you. I got comments on their live Tuesday for a thank you. Not only the help that they've given us with social media, but the farming, advice on growing stuff, help you can't even tell about.
Yeah.
I mean, stuff that was on a personal level.
Yeah.
Working on that plate for him wasn't a quarter
right
of
in
repayment.
Your wheelhouse.
It was something I knew to help with.
Yeah, it was not an inconvenience for you or anything.
But it was still not near enough thank you for what they have done for us. So I appreciate all the thank yous, and I know Jason said to do it. But when I responded to people that it was our pleasure or whatever, or anything we could do to help, when I sent that, I meant it.
Yeah, that's right.
That was just the truth. Someone talked about his channel on Just Dig It, Miss Tracy, and she didn't even know he had one. That's funny. Well, she probably didn't.
Oh, talking about
Tony?
yeah. Catherine said she texted her and told her that she didn't even know.
Yep, she probably didn't yet. Lorraine said, I found you by accident. You only had a few subscribers then. You had only made a couple of videos.
Ooh.
Lorraine, I can't believe you stuck around if you came when we only had a couple of videos because they were terrible.
They're still terrible.
Yeah, they are pretty bad still. But our first one was like Jason's. It didn't have any words. It was a slideshow with subtitles.
Well, it's time to go.
Just Sue said she told Tracy a couple weeks ago.
Are you ready to warm up supper?
Absolutely.
And eat us some fresh rolls?
Don't tell Tony what you're doing. One Scott found us from the Walkers.
Yes.
They and Brandon Eddie has helped us a lot. It's been very good having that community. It's awesome. Let's go eat, Zoe.
Lorraine said she can remember when the pigs got out into the neighbors the first time. Oh gosh.
That was when you had to go get them in the trailer, I bet. I think that was on video. Buster's
been around a long time, just don't chat.
Well, I'm glad you finally decided to let us know you were here, Buster. Londa said that they were just lurkers.
Lisa found us from Justin Steinmetz.
That was in Oklahoma this past year when we met them.
All right. The kids are all coming this way, so I guess
starving.
He's gonna wither away.
He's starving.
All right, guys. We love y'all. We'll see y'all in a few days.
Bye, guys.